All right, let's talk about the IELTS reading test. Today, we're not just going to study for it, we're going to prepare for battle. We're going to build a tactical toolkit, piece by piece, designed to help you absolutely conquer it.
So, have you ever had that feeling? You open the test booklet, see those long passages, hear the clock ticking, and you just feel that wave of panic? Well, if you have, you are definitely not alone. I mean, it's 60 minutes, 3 dense passages, and 40 questions. It's designed to be intense.
But, every challenge has a game plan. So here's ours. First, we'll break down the challenge itself. Then, we'll build your core strategy with skimming and scanning. After that, we dive into those really tricky questions. Then, we'll talk about mastering the clock and handling weird vocabulary. And finally, we'll put it all together on your path to a high score.
Okay, first things first, we have to understand our opponent. And I say opponent because this test isn't just a language quiz. No, it's a test of strategy under some serious pressure. And this right here is probably the most important thing to get your head around. Having great English skills, it's not enough. The test is specifically designed to be overwhelming. Success comes from having a system, a repeatable strategy that you can lean on when you start to feel that pressure. It's all about how you find the information, not just if you can understand it.
So, where does that system start? It starts with 2 fundamental skills. And let me be clear, these are not optional. These are the absolute core of your entire approach to the test.
Let's break down your 2 primary weapons, skimming and scanning. Think of it like this. Skimming is your radar. It gives you the big picture, the lay of the land. It answers the question, so what is this whole passage about? Scanning, on the other hand, that's your laser pointer. It zeroes in on one specific detail, a name, a date, a keyword, to answer the question, okay, where is the answer? So how do you use that radar effectively? You follow this exact protocol every single time. Read the title and any subheadings. Then read just the first sentence of every paragraph. That's almost always where the main idea is hiding. And finally, read the very last sentence of the whole passage to see how it wraps up. The goal here is not deep understanding, it's orientation. You're building a mental map of the passage, and you need to do it in under 2 minutes.
And what about your laser pointer, the scan? Well, first, you look at the question and identify your target. What exactly are you hunting for? A name? A year? A specific term? Then you let your eyes fly across the text. You are not reading. I repeat, you are not reading. You are just looking for that specific word or number. Once you spot it, then you stop and you carefully read the sentence it's in.
Awesome. With our core strategy locked in, let's get into some of the more advanced tactics. We need these for the question types that cause the most headaches.
Ah, yes, these guys. True, false, / not given. Matching headings. You know 'em. These question types are notorious for a reason. They're designed to be confusing, to slow you down, and to punish sloppy reading. But the good news is, each one has a weakness. We just need the right protocol to exploit it.
Okay, this is the one. This is where most people get trapped. True is easy enough. The text says it. False is also pretty clear. The text says the opposite. But not given? That's the real trap. Not given doesn't mean it's false. It means you simply cannot find any information about that statement in the text. At all. If you can't point to a specific sentence that confirms it or denies it, the answer has to be not given. Seriously, the biggest mistake is trying to guess or infer too much. Now, for matching headings, whatever you do, do not read the passage first. That is a classic trap. Instead, read the list of headings first. Get familiar with your options. Then, you attack the passage 1 paragraph at a time. Read a paragraph, go back to your list, and find the best match. Once you use a heading, physically cross it off. This systematic process keeps you from getting confused and saves a ton of time. All right, let's zoom out for a second. Because doing well here isn't just about answering questions correctly. It's about managing your resources, your time, and your brain power. It's the metagame. This number, this is your world. 20 minutes per passage, and that includes reading it, answering all the questions, and transferring your answers to the answer sheet. It's not a lot of time, which means every single second counts. You have to be deliberate.
The golden rule for survival? It's simple. Never, ever get stuck. If a question is taking you more than a minute, just make an educated guess, mark it so you can come back if you have time, and move on. Look, getting 12 questions 80% right is way better than getting 8 questions 100% right. And please, transfer your answers in batches. Don't wait until the last 2 minutes of the test. That is just asking for trouble.
Okay, what about the other big resource drain? Panic. You're reading along, feeling good, and then bam, you hit a word you have never seen in your life. The natural reaction is to freeze up, but you can't. You have tools for this.
First, and most importantly, use the context. What is the rest of the sentence telling you? You can usually figure out if the word is a good thing or a bad thing or a type of tool or a person. Second, ask yourself this critical question. Do I even need to know this word to answer the question? A lot of the time, it's just extra detail designed to distract you. And remember, no single word is going to make or break your score. Just move on. So we've looked at the terrain, we've gone over the core strategies, and we've covered the advanced tactics. Now it's time to put it all together. This is your final mission debrief. This is it. This is your checklist for success. These things are non-negotiable. Skimming and scanning have to become second nature, something you do without even thinking. You have to truly understand the difference between false and not given. You have to become a ruthless manager of those 20-minute blocks. And most importantly, you have to practice these strategies, not just read a bunch of articles. Practice the method until it's automatic.
And really, that's the ultimate mindset shift you need to make. The IELTS reading test isn't a story you're supposed to sit back and enjoy. It's a puzzle. It's a problem to be solved. It's a system with rules that you can absolutely learn and master. With these strategies, you're not just a reader anymore. You're a problem solver. Now go practice.